This video is about the current mission marathon, which is called Spirit of War, which is also called Steel Knight Chapter 1, the STRV-K tank, which is the first Tier 9 premium tank. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. I've done a lot of these mission marathons. There are 10 stages or tiers, and you get 10% off for every tier you complete. And you also win a bunch of other prizes. So, for example, in the 10th tier, you win the vehicle, the garage, and the crew member by completing the 10th tier, not by being on the 10th tier. There's two ways. One is a skill-based way to progress, and the other one is participation-based, which means base experience. You have to collect EXP, and it is exponential. It goes from 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, 33,000, 35,000, 53,000. The mission for mastery, they're easier to complete in the lower tiers, and they can save you some time. You have to do it in Tier 9 and Tier 10 vehicles. For example, the High Caliber Award, if you can get it in one game, you can skip what could be 3 or 4 games in another vehicle. And I have advanced quickly through the lower tiers by playing Tier 9 and Tier 10. However, it becomes more difficult. For example, in Tier 10, you have to be the top player on your team 40 games in 40 games. That's a lot of games by EXP. Or let's say you average 1,000 per game, it would take you 53. So you're at an advantage to playing Tier 9 and 10 vehicles, but for the higher tiers, you do have to be really good. You have to be the top player or do the most damage, etc. And you got to do a lot of games at that. I would say, 800 is a good number. That's a number that I use as a rule. I would take this and divide it by 800. To estimate how many games I need. It's for winning and for losing Tier 6 to Tier 10 vehicles. You have approximately 10 days to do it. The event is already on. And I'm going to show you how to pick vehicles. You go to your service record, you go to your vehicles, and then sort by average XP. And then look at something like this, the Object 274A, I averaged 934, and keep in mind I never fire gold rounds. And I put in my worst crew because it's a reward tank or a premium tank, so I can level up my lower crews. So I get 934, that's pretty good. That means you're going to want to use these tanks like the Cannon Jagdpanzer, the 7032, 122. I'm going to get better average XP per battle if I play those vehicles. And that's one of the ways you can pick what to play for the mission marathon. So the other option, like I said, you get a 10% discount. We're going to look at what the price is. It's going to be perhaps $100 in cash because it's a Tier 9 vehicle. Typically, there's $75. You see how it's $91. They give you the vehicle garage slot, some decals, 6 days of premium time. They give you lots of personal reserves that all obviously have a dollar value. Plus, they give you a crew with Brothers in Arms at 100%. If you acquire the vehicle, no matter how you acquire it, whether you purchase it or win it for free, you also get what they call a second chapter, which is right here. That allows you to play additional missions. And with these missions are easy. Be among the top 3 players by experience earned. You win these prizes. So you get that as an additional bonus. I don't know if you get any missions beyond that because keep in mind September 5th is the end of the event anyway. So it would seem as though you'd have to complete the first chapter before you can move on to this. Look at that. You get 14 days of premium time, 15 times personal reserves for credits. I believe that is if you purchase the style, the 3D style or whatever it is. Okay. So that's the event. You've got about 10 days to do it. I've done these before, and I've gotten tanks for free. Normally, I only finish 9 tiers and the last tier, and I believe you're going to pay around, it used to be $8, but because of this, you're going to pay perhaps $9 if you complete it up to there. If you complete it up to here, which is going to be really easy, even look at tier 4, 18,000. You can easily do this in one day. I do around 15,000 a day. You should be here in 2 days. And then you get to here, you get a 50% discount. You could get this for $45. Once you get to around here, you could get it for like $14, right? So you can get a nice tank at a low price. If you play, I would say, 4 or 5 hours a day, you should be able to complete it if you play well. But I don't remember. I got to be honest, I don't remember. I believe it was 4 or 5 hours a day I would play in order to complete it. If you are not playing well, you might have to kick it up or be willing to put down a little bit of money. It is worth spending $10 or $9 to get the vehicle if you complete 9 stages, 9 tiers. This vehicle, spec-wise, is similar to other Tier 9 tanks. It's not overpowered. There's nothing about it that's overpowered. The penetration is average. The damage is average. The armor is average or a little bit below average. The speed is average. It's just an average tank that you might enjoy if you have lots of Swedish tanks. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.